Hey TJ, this is Jerry. I was going to show you how to revert your apps back if you wanted to go to an early version. I'm assuming you've downloaded Charles Proxy. We're going to need iTunes and Charles Proxy. So for now we're going to open iTunes. You want to go to My Apps. You want to scroll down, find the app that you're reverting. In this case, right here, DJI Go app. You can right click this, get info, window will pop up. As you can see, we are, my phone to focus, version 2.8.2. So we can cancel that out. So 2.8.2, we want to revert this back to an early one. I'll go all the way back just to show you it can be done. You're going to want to go ahead and right click on this and go ahead and delete it. Get rid of it altogether. So you'll do that, send it to recycling bin, get it out of there. So now we're going to go up to iTunes Store, and we're going to search DJI Go, which I've already searched it, so here it is. We want to bring that up. And we want to bring up the download screen. So go ahead and click on the app you want, in this case DJI Go. This is the screen we're looking for. So with this opened up, we are now going to go ahead and open up Charles Proxy. So go ahead and let that open. Since this is a trial version of it, you're going to notice a little delay in this corner, 30-day free trial. So just let that go ahead and count down and open up for you. You'll want to set the pages up side by side because we're going to be working back and forth. So once this opens up, it's already set up for me. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we need to find the XML file with the version number. We need to find that. To do so, I'll walk you through the steps now. With Charles Proxy opened, go ahead and download the app. You'll see a little symbol over here. App is downloading. Once it starts downloading, go ahead and stop the download. I highlighted, I hit delete to stop it. I hit delete again to get rid of it. We now have the information we need, so we will move over here to Charles Proxy now. And what we're looking for is buy iTunes.apple. I'll highlight it here for you. This is what we want. So we're going to right click. We're going to come down here and we're going to choose Enable SSL Proxying. So go ahead and choose that. Let's go back up and right click again just to make sure. Yes, it is on. Once that is on, now we're going to come back over excuse me, to the DJI page, or I'm sorry, to the iTunes page. Go ahead and click the artwork here to refresh. It's refreshing. Back to download again. Go ahead and download it again. You'll see the symbol. And again, go ahead and stop the download. Highlight it. Delete. Delete. Oh, delete. Okay. Now you will see a second buy iTunes.apple. Right here. Here was our first one we did when we enabled the SSL proxying. So this one you're going to want to expand. Click that. Make sure all these are expanded. What we're looking for is buy product. Buy product there at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and highlight this. Over here we're going to choose response. Right there in the middle, response. Okay. Now we're going to right click buy product. So right click. We're going to choose export because we want to export this XML file over to desktop so we can read it through WordPad. So go ahead and click export. Now you can name it anything you want. For this case, I'll just call it JER. And then you're going to want to export it as an XML file. I did it as a summary file right here. And then just go ahead and click save. And then that will save it to desktop. Since I already saved this from before, I'm going to cancel out of that. This is the file that I saved, exactly what I just showed you. So once you're out of that, you'll want to right click on this save file we just saved. You want to choose Open with WordPad. So once this opens up, you're going to see an XML file here. So what you're going to want to do is scroll down. I'm busy! What? Scroll down until you find, it's going to be towards the bottom.
What'd you say?
I'm busy, buddy. I'll be out in a minute.
I was just going to ask you if I can eat this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're going to want to scroll down. It's kind of toward the bottom down here. This is what we're looking for, is this bank of numbers. It will say software version, external identifiers. This top number here in this group of numbers, so I can back out a little bit. There's a bunch of them. This top number here is the oldest version. This 8107666904. That's the one we're going to want to revert to. So I'm going to go ahead. Whoops, I missed it. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this number, right click, and copy it. That's the number we're going to want. Again, the newest version, if you scroll down, there's a bunch of them. This newest version is down at the bottom here, this 817522-546. These are all the different versions. Feel free to do this as many times as you want to find the version you want. Again, I'm not familiar with the DJI Go app, so I couldn't help you here, but I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the oldest version, what we copied before. Once that's done, you can go ahead and close out the editor. Okay, now that we have our number copied, we're going to want to come back over to By Product, right click it. This time we're going to choose Edit. So you're going to choose Edit. Now over here you're going to choose Text. Now right at the top here, you see where it says String? There's that number again. Remember the newest version, the 817522 whatever, blah blah blah. We're going to get rid of this number, just the numbers we want. Whoops, sorry, I'm trying to do this with my other hand. Right click. It's not going to let me paste. Why is it not letting me paste? Okay, forget that idea. I'll manually type it in. 8107666904. Okay. Now once that is done, you're going to want to come down here and click Execute. After you hit Execute, you should be able to scroll down here on this page it gives you. You can bring it down. I don't know how far down. They're all different. But it should give you the version number that you're reverting to. So let me roll down here. Somewhere right here. So bundle version 1.0.0.6, so it's version 1.0, so it's the very first copy. So that's just a little information. This time we're gonna right click on By Product. We are gonna highlight breakpoints. Again, right click, double check that breakpoints are highlighted. Yes, we're good to go. Again, back over here to DJI, or to iTunes rather. I'm going to refresh this. Okay, now that we set endpoints, something different is going to happen here. This time when we're going to try to download, you're going to notice it's going to stop. It's going to realize those breakpoints and it's going to open Charles Proxy over here. So, we now have a new screen. So with this screen up, whoops. Oh, come on, what's it doing? Okay, with this screen up, we are going to choose Edit request. There it is. We're going to choose XML text right there. And there's that number again, that newer version. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that number. Here's our old number. Sorry. I'm trying to hold my phone and do this all at the same time. Okay, so here's our old number. We got rid of it over here. So I'm going to now, where's my thing? I'm going to now click here and type in that number again. So that number was 8107, so 8107 66904, so 66904. So 8107 66904, right there. Okay, once that is done, you're going to come down here. Dang it, this phone will not focus for me. And click execute. You have this little page pop up. Go ahead and let it. Now you're going to hit execute one final time. And you're going to notice this app is going to start downloading. This time we're going to completely download this app. Go ahead and let it completely finish downloading. So once it downloads, you're going to want to go back and turn off breakpoints and also disable your SSL proxying, because if not, the next time you try to do this, it's going to be a whole new ball game. So after everything downloads and all that stuff's good to go, then you go back and turn it back to the way it was. That way when you're ready to try again, it will be the same process as I'm showing you right now. If you do not disable those, it's a nightmare. So we'll go ahead, we're almost done here. About 30 seconds more, should be good to go. When you go back to disable all those, we'll just come over here. You'll right click by product, unclick breakpoints, then you'll come back up here. You'll right click by iTunes and disable SSL proxying before you close the window out. Okay, we're done downloading, so now what we're going to do is go to my apps. Boom. We are gonna locate DJI Go, which is right there. Okay. Now, right click, get info. Oh, looky there. Version 1.0. The very first version of DJI Go app. Now you just simply hook your phone to iTunes, download it to your phone. Make sure it's deleted off your phone before you hook it up. Then go ahead and download it right to your phone. You'll have version 1. Again, all these numbers are all different versions, so you'll have to do what I showed you one by one by one by one by one until you find the version you want. Which is kind of tedious, and I had to go through this. It took me about a month to figure all this crap out. So now that that's downloaded, we're all good. We're going to go ahead, right click by product, disable breakpoints, right click by iTunes, disable SSL proxying. Now you can close everything out. Again, if you want to try a different version, you'll just start over. You don't have to do the WordPad thing anymore. You'll just start, you'll skip that section where we had to, save this XML file, the desktop and all that. You don't need to do that every time because we already have our list of numbers. So you'll just skip that step. So once you open Charles Proxy and you download for the first time, you'll enable SSL proxying, and then you'll download the second time and you'll just go straight into the editing and stuff. Don't even worry about that. The right click and choose response and save to desktop. You don't need to do that. And that's it. And like I said, you want to try it again, you just delete this app out of here, open Charles Proxy, search the app, open Charles Proxy, and go through the process again. So let me know how that works for you. Take care, buddy. See ya.